of the American League versus the National League 96 All-Star Game. And pitching for the American League tonight will be Christopher Sanchez. And pitching for the National League tonight will be Christopher Sanchez. And pitching for the American League tonight will be Christopher Sanchez. Will be pitching for the National League tonight will be Christopher Sanchez. And pitching for the American League tonight will be Dylan Cease. And here go your National League start lineup. We got Castro leading off. Juan Soto DH. Well, we got Juan Soto playing left field. We got Freddie Freeman playing first base. We got CJ Abraham playing shortstop. We got Max Muncy playing third base. We got Ozzy Osbourne playing second base. We got Brandon Marsh playing right field. We got Andy Pollard playing center field. And we got, I think it's, and then also we got, and we got Jake Baldwin playing center field. And that is your National League starter. And the manager for the National League team is Dodgers manager Dave Robinson. So you know the National League players. So you hear noise outside y'all. And since they're gonna be using all the different players on hats and stuff, why not we go with the ones for the we're gonna go. Yeah, we gotta put the Phillies head on just to represent for the team is going on, so you gotta put on their head. And also the new thing going for the All-Star game this year is that they have all the players wear the All-Star game jerseys for their teams, for the cities they're in. Instead of having the shirts like last year where it was one says National League on it, the other one said American League, and not using those jerseys that they have in 2025. All the players are wearing their All-Star jerseys. So that's pretty cool. So that's pretty cool. What's up, King James? So that's really cool. They get to wear their own jerseys for their actual teams and stuff, which is kind of good. Because, last year's jersey for the All-Star game was not great. Because one said National League on the other one said American League on it, which is like, what was that? Why can't they just wear the jersey that had the All-Star patch? And so they said USA 250 and it has All-Star game on it, so that makes sense. It makes sense in a way. And all right, Star Wars, yeah, booing National League, American League. And here comes the man himself with the cool looking cleats on his feet. The one and only Brandon freaking Marsh. Yeah, where the Marsh fans at? Where the Marsh fans at? As you know. And I know the Dodgers gonna get booed because nobody likes the Dodgers in Philly. Nobody does. And Mike Trout is a Philly native. And also the one that plays for the Detroit Tigers, Kevin McGonigal. Kevin McGonigal is a Philly native as well. Kevin McGonigal, who's the rookie for the Detroit Tigers, he's a Philly native as well. So, which I did not know that. But he grew up watching the Phillies when he was a little boy, so, which I did not know that. Yes, Angie. So that's one thing. So that. All right, guys. It's time to boo the American League. Here they come. The American League start lineup, which everybody hates the American League start lineup, which everybody hates that one. Okay, Jane got new phone and stuff, so And the American League start lineup is Mike Trout, Yellow Edwards, I think. What is it? Let's see, Steve Alexander, Joe, Junior Caterino, let's see, Bobby Wood Jr., Cody Bellinger, Van Vise, Riley Greeny, and Ernie Clement. and that is your American League starting lineup. And gonna see the picture for them. I don't know who's the manager for that one. Not too sure. So that kind of whole thing. But that kind of whole thing right there. So. No, Bryce Harper is a reserve. Bryce Harper is a reserve. He's not a starter. He's not a starter for the All Star game, Jaden. He's reserve. He's a reserve player. So something happens to bring to something happens to Freddie Freeman. He comes in the game. So yeah, Bryce Harper got picked as a reserve. Yeah, because Freddie Freeman still gold. Freddie Freeman got picked up to be the starting first baseman because Freddie Freeman got a lot of votes to become the starting first baseman. Because Freddie Freeman went through the phases and got the most votes to be the starting first baseman over Bryce Harper. So Bryce Harper is on the list, but he's reserved. So yeah, yeah. So that's how they do because he's a reserved person. So Bryce Harper comes off the bench and stuff. So yeah. So. And the reason why Cal Swill is a starting DH because Shea Otani got injured and backed out of the All Star game. If Shea Otani didn't get injured, he wouldn't have to back out the All Star game. So yeah, so that's the whole reason for that. So just want to let you know that. So I watched the home run derby yesterday and saw them when they put it on YouTube and stuff. And I was watching all the way, and I was thinking that Castle made it all the way to the finals against St. Louis Cardinals player Jordan and Walker. He made it, and Castle got 11 home runs, and then Jordan Walker kind of beat out Castle and got 12 home runs, and Jordan Walker won. And the St. Louis Cardinals player Jordan Walker won the home run derby yesterday. That's the first time that a Cardinals player won a home run derby, so that was exciting. You know, that's exciting because it's very even though John Wall got boomed because he's the same Cardinals player. I get it. But I know, but at least Castleman did good. I say but I'm not mad about that he lost anyway because I'm not really upset about that because you can't win can't win every home run derby. You try, but you can't. So, that's one thing. So, Belly, what's up, Devin Bell, 420? So, you get whatever you want derby. So, yeah, we appreciate it that, what it is, because, at least Scott Silver did better than Bryce Harper, because, Bryce Harper didn't even make it to the next round. So, that was kind of like, shock factor yesterday. So, the picture flying with the damn Jets and stuff. And Vanderbilt singing the national anthem. Yeah, the Bell killed that national anthem, yo. He said, Vice Over Vex for Olympic participation as MOVPA scoped over the 2028 games. 2028 games not till freaking like the summer, no, not till June of 2028. Look, why are we talking about the Olympic Games right now? Like, come on, MLB. Why are you really want to just mess with everything? You're already trying to have a salary cap for next year anyway. You're trying to have the white on the salary cap shit, which is annoying. And then you want to mess with the Olympic Games in 2028. It's going to be in Las Vegas, in LA. Come on now. I don't know about the MLB and the MLBPA trying to scrum over the 2028 games. That's going to be in LA in June 28 in June of 2028, like the summer of 2028. Why are they messing with that? Why they want to get involved in that? Don't understand why. They shouldn't have no business messing with things because you know. And it's just they shouldn't be messing with them because it's not their place and nobody trying to get involved in them. Right, we haven't even seen. I don't know why, you know, they're trying to get involved with them. Jaden, the peer announcer for the Phillies is Dan Baker. Yeah, Dan Baker is our Phillies announcer, the Philly announcer. You know, yeah, Dan Baker. You know, Dan Baker, the guy who got that's the swollen cheeks and then you know the glasses and has the vein in his face. Yeah, Dan Baker. So that's the Philly announcer. If you didn't know. Like I said, guys, I'm rooting for the National League to win this whole thing. So. Look at all the things coming out this season. Red, Brandon Moore's Castle, Vice Sir, Christmas Saints, Yonder on, and James Daughter, all the 6 Phillies I'm reading. And LeBron comes to really you're putting James, yeah? Because LeBron James is king, you know, they call him King James in LA, so. Oh, and by the way, ladies and gentlemen, this is for you Wednesday. This is good for you Wednesdays. So, guys, I just want to let y'all know that a certain MLB player is retiring tonight. So, legendary pitcher and all around and legendary pitcher of all time, who's been in the MLB for years to come, and now is a part of what's that second team, the Detroit Tigers. Justin Verlander, a 10-time All-Star, is retiring from the MLB today, yo. Justin Verlander, if you don't know, Justin Verlander is retiring, yo. Yes, and Justin Verlander is retiring. He's his 10th All-Star selection. Justin Verlander's retiring. Justin Verlander been in the league since he got drafted, and you know the teams he's been on before he got to the Tigers. So he's retiring. He decided, you know, he wanted to retire. He wanted to retire as the last team he's playing on was the Tigers. So now he's gonna enjoy retirement and stuff because you know he's been in the league that long, and you know. So, you know, it's exciting because Justin Verlander had a good career. So, and his brother Ben Verlander has his own baseball show and stuff for YouTube and everything for the MLB and stuff. So, you know, And his brother mentioned that Justin's retiring, so again, and Justin really announced that, so they honored him tonight about his retirement. So if you don't know, look up Justin Verlander, look up what teams he's been on, look how good this man is. The picture, so just let you know. Yeah, so yeah, did you say yeah? Yeah, he's retiring. It's his farewell thing. Yeah. He's retiring. Yeah. Yeah, he is retiring. Justin Verlander. Yep. If you don't know. Yep, it says, looking back on Justin Verlander's announcement of 2026. Looking back, Justin Verlander announced that the 2026 season is his final MLB season on the heels of being named an All-Star for the 10th time in his career. The Detroit Tigers pitcher Justin Verlander announced that this season will be his last. Yes, Wednesday, Justin Verlander has announced that the 20 that 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 this year will be his last season in MLB. So yeah, so I just want to let you know that Wednesday, Justin Verlander has announced that he will be retiring this year. This is his last season in MLB. So this is a good farewell for him. So stuff like that. And I'm gonna say this again for you listeners. Derek couldn't get enough votes for the All MLB voting thing to go to the next phase, the next round, the next phase of the MLB All Star fan voting. So he didn't make it. So yeah, so that's how the fan voting goes. He didn't make it. So yeah, so don't quote him. Just say so that. So just to let you know that. Yeah, the people when you don't get enough votes to move to the next phase of like the MLB All Star fan voting thing, you don't make it because then he was on the list of all the people nominated for the All Star voting thing, and his name was there, but he didn't get enough votes to move to the phase two. So he didn't get enough votes to go to phase two. So that's how that works. So that's just how it is. Yeah, but the MLB All Star voting thing is a fan voting thing, so so he didn't get enough votes to make the phase two. I mean, Alabama and Bryson Stott did make the phase two, but after that, but Alabama and Bryson Stott didn't get enough votes to make it to the final, phase. So, but still, you don't get out of phase one. That's it. Yeah, that's never been shown they passionate about it, but yeah. And I get it why people were booing the guy from the St. Louis Cardinals and the Jordan, yeah, the Jordan guy, yeah, because I get it. If I was they were doing it, I get it. Because people are doing it, and I understand why. Because he's a St. Louis Cardinals player, I get it. Yeah, but you gotta, at least he did, yeah, so, but at the end of the day, like, people gotta understand, like, some people are just, are just like that. You can't just be getting mad because somebody did better than your actual player, so, so, just saying, when people be doing that, they be like, yeah, because Jordan Walker won the home run derby last night, and I get it. People booing him because he's a St. Louis Cardinals player. I get it, but hey, he made it to the finals with Kyle Schwarber, and they just outdo Kyle Schwarber to win the whole damn thing. So you know, and then, that's just what it is. So yeah, you know how MLB is. It's on national television, it's on Fox, so you know how that goes. You know how the MLB is. You know how they take forever in the day. I know I'm on the same color with Jordan. Don't even find me your name. And about Philadelphia All-Star Carnival is down. Even the mascots of Lions down. And guess what also happened, guys? People were also booing the mascots for the men's. There was a video I saw when somebody was the Mr. and Mrs. Mets walking through the Central Bay Park. They walking through the concourse and they were booing them. They were booing the Mr. Med. They were booing him because they're like, because you know why they were doing it? Because we played the Mets this Thursday, so they were booing their mascot before the game on Thursday, so they were booing them today. And it's funny, we played the Mets Thursday and we booing their mascots today. I was like, yeah, that's what they get. Because, it's funny how we booing them and we played them on Thursday, so technically, in a way, that's a kind of a good thing because so that's a good thing because why not, right? Because and it's funny because Juan Soto is playing on the National League team today with everybody else, and then he got to come back to Philadelphia on Thursday to take on the Phillies and for the regular season game. So technically, if you think about it, it's like Juan Soto plays for the National League team for the All-Star game tonight, and then Bryce Harper and Juan Soto got to square off against each other for a regular season game starting Thursday. So in Philadelphia, like that's happening. So technically, if you think about it, it's like, hey, that's like kind of like in retrospect, in retrospect, if you think about it, that's like, hey, well, their teammates for the National League tonight, and then on Thursday they gotta, they're gonna be on their own respective dugouts. The Phillies plays over here, the Mets plays over there, and you know how that goes. And a lot of people said that they want Mike Trout to come and play for the Phillies because when Mike Trout said he's not leaving the Angels, he's not doing it. So he's not doing that. So this is Mike Trout's 11 times selected as an All-Star game starter in his first appearance in 2019. So Now, it was nice to check, guys. The last thing you heard was we had jets flying around. So if you heard a big booming sound, it's like a jet plane somewhere. You hearing that? Yeah. So But they asked me if he wanted to pitch in the All-Star game as the fifth option. He said no. So it's not my choice what to say, James. What do you mean? Oh yeah. So this is the it's a regularly start lineup. We got Mike Trout, Yoel Alvarez, Shane Jr. Camarino, Vladimir Jr., Cody Bellinger, Van Rice, Riley Greene, and Ernie Command. And that is your American League starting lineup. And then when you watch it on MLB, when you watch it on cable, it takes forever and a day, Yeah, that ain't even by myself. No, MLB, just stop the damn game. Like, what are you doing? That's us all season ready to play. They need him to come into the game. He'll come in. Last time we going to grade everything on, because the All-Star game, so last time I had to go with the whole similar clinks and everything. He had to go with all that, so And don't worry, you Dodger players, we playing y'all next week anyway. The 20th, 21st, 22nd. So just letting you know, some of you Dodger players about to get what's coming to y'all too. So, so yeah, it's on cable. Yeah, you can watch it on cable. So yeah, to watch it on. Cause Santa's got different cleats on his feet. Hey, I know. You said fair start that game. Yeah. Here we go, yo. Here we go. Coming up the bat for the American League, we have Mike Trout coming to bat for the American League. No American League players on base. 0 outs. Top of the first. Here we go. Christopher Sanchez got a pitch in there for you. Mike Trout, get ready for it. He's swinging that one. That's a 5-1. And Christopher Sanchez got another pitch in there for you. Mike Trout, get ready for it. Right now, catch goes to Rolls 1-1. I like Christopher Sanchez clicks down. They're nice. If he designed those, they were nice. And Christopher Sanchez got another pitch coming for you. Mike Trout, get ready for it. Right now, catch goes to Rolls 2, the 2-1. And Christopher Sanchez got another pitch coming for you. Mike Trout, get ready for it. You swing at that one, that's a 5-0 and 2-2. Yeah, Christopher Sanchez clicks are good. And even Bryce Harper clicks are good too. The all silver. Yeah, Bryce Harper went the all silver, the shiny all silver. Yeah. And Christopher Sanchez got another pitch coming for you. Mike Trout, get ready for it. And Mike Trout's for time you on Mike Trout, get up in the middle on baseball. Christopher Sanchez got another pitch for you. Mike Trout, get ready for it. You swing at that one, that's another 5-0, still 2-2. Because I always say Bryce Harper always got nice cleans, you know. Every time he switches them up for games, he always be cool, you know. And Christopher Sanchez got another pitch coming for you. Mike Trout, get ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 3. Mike Trout is out. Mike Trout, you got to strike the F out by Christopher Sanchez. Go sit in that American League dugout, yeah. First strikeout for Christopher Sanchez, 1K. Thank you, Jaden, for the GG Super Game. Yeah, Bryce Harper always has good fashion. See, I saw what Bryce Harper was wearing for the red carpet. Bryce Harper was wearing a black button-up shirt with some black pants and some suede black shoes on, with the shades on. And his wife, Kayla, was just in an all fiery dress. I was like, damn, they styling profiling, you know. So coming up next, the bad for the American League, we have Darren Alvarez connects the bat for the American League. No American League player on base. 1 out. Top of the first, here we go. Christopher Sanchez got the base for you. Alvarez, get ready for it. Right now, catch goes 1 out. Christopher Sanchez got the base for you. Alvarez, get ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that strike 1-1. And Christopher Sanchez got another base for you. Alvarez, get ready for it. He's swinging that one, goes right into the grass, and that's a single. And Yordan Alvarez will advance the first base for the American League. And Yordan Alvarez singles on the ground ball to the center fielder, Andy Faucius. Yordan. So you gonna show up in the, you know what? Because then we don't play the goddamn Astros in the regular season. Then we don't, you know, then. So coming up next, the bat for the American League, we have Shea Lynn Jr. is coming next to the bat for the American League. We got one American League player on first base, 1 out, top of the first. Here we go. Christopher Sanchez got a pitch in there for you, Shea. You ready for it? Right now, catch goes balls 1 out, and Christopher Sanchez got another pitch in there for you, Shea. You ready for it? Right now, catch goes balls 2 out, and Christopher Sanchez got another pitch for you, Shea. You ready for it? Well, what's that? I can mention James Channel, but we only gotta mention James Channel when new people come in. So when new people come to the stream for the first time, they don't know his channel. They can subscribe to it. So because all of us are already subscribed. Andy Podges is a baseball player. Andy Podges is a baseball player. You know, Andy Podges is a baseball player. Like, really, Winston, you really gonna say who's Andy? Come on now. Andy Podges is a baseball player. Like, really? Yeah. Like, really, you really gonna act like you don't know that? Jesus. Jesus, because we're taking a picture, Jake Laybourne. And that is Wong Boyd. Shane Lewis is Wong Lewis, the first base for the American League. So the American League has Shane Lewis on first base, and Yoda Alvarez on second base. So coming up next, the bat for the American League, we have Gio Camarino connects the bat for the American League. We got American League players on first base, second base. One out, top of the first. Here we go. Christmas Sanchez got a pitch for you, Junior. Get ready for it. Swing and a miss. Strike was on one. Christmas Sanchez got another pitch for you, Junior. Get ready for it. Right, that ball's in the dirt. The ball's 1-1. Are you watching the game on your TV, Jane? That's good. I can't believe Winston don't know who Andy Podges is. That's saying something. Like, when you don't know baseball players' names, that's saying something about yourself right there. And Christmas Sanchez got another pitch for you, Junior. Get ready for it. Right now, catch goes the ball 2-1. I said that Winston don't know them. You gonna ask who's Andy, right? Like, really though? That is young. And Christmas Sanchez got another pitch for you, Junior. Get ready for it. And Junior Camarino grounds out solely to the pitcher. Christmas Sanchez do it to the first base and Freddie Freeman in time. And Junior was out. And Shane Lewis advanced second base. And Yoda Alvarez advanced to third base. Are you been on the game, Jaden? I ain't trying to be mean to Winston, just saying, like, just to ask that question, like, come on now. Yeah, look at who Andy Burgess is, because that's a baseball player. If you don't know what team he's on, that's saying something about yourself, because then, Yeah, what's that? Why would you say that you don't know who Andy Podges is? Literally. Like, come on now. Like, you really gonna say that like you don't know who that is? Literally, like, that's a baseball player. And he plays for the LA Dodgers. Like, come on now. Like, literally, you're gonna be like, literally, coming up next, the bat for the American League, we have Bobby Wood Jr. Next to bat for the American League. We have American League players on second base and third base. 2 outs, top of the first. Here we go. And Christmas Sanchez got a pitch for you, Bobby Wood Jr. Going for a swing at the 5-1. Christmas Sanchez got another pitch for you, Bobby Wood Jr. Swinging away, strike 2-2. Christmas Sanchez got another pitch for you, Bobby Wood Jr. Waiting for it. Right now, catch goes the balls 1-2. Like, literally, like. Yeah, and we also play the Dodgers next week, so we're gonna see Andy Pages anyway next week, Wednesday. So technically, like, that's when you wanna know, like, you don't know who that is. Yeah, so because we're saying got another pitch for you, Bobby Wood Jr. Waiting for it. Right now, catch goes the ball 2-2. I'm just saying, well, and thank you for spoken again. What's that? I was saying to you, like, how you forget a baseball player's names and stuff, I'm not being mean. I'm just telling you that you said who Andy was, and the Star was trying to tell you who that was, and like, because like, that's what I was just saying. That's what we're saying about when you say that, when you wrote the name, who's Andy, like, when I mentioned the name, like, Andy Podges, like, you didn't know who that was. Like, literally, that's all it was. That's not being mean. That's not mean, because you wrote in the chat saying who's Andy. That's not being mean, though. Because, and then Star was trying to tell you who the player's name was. And I was saying to you, that's a baseball player. That's not being mean. Because, I'm not being mean. I'm just letting you know who the baseball player's name was. And that's not being mean, so. So. It's not being mean. Because you asked who it was, who's Andy, so you want to start with that question. If you never start with that question, we wouldn't have to tell you who it is, so that's the thing. So I wasn't being mean. I'm just informing you, not being mean. So, not being mean about it. You know. Yeah. So and Chris was taking the picture you back with you. The ball does the ball 3-3-2 for Ken. Chris taking the picture you back with you. And that is ball forward. Right with you is ball commits the first base for the American League. So the American League had right with you on first base. Shane is on second base, and Yodan Alvarez on third base. Base is loaded for the American League. Yeah. Yeah, Winston, I'm gonna stop explaining stuff to you because every time I try to explain stuff to you, you take everything I say as I'm being mean. When I try to just explain stuff to you, you take everything I say as being mean. When somebody's trying to help and trying to explain stuff to you, you turn it into everything's being mean. So I'm not gonna explain stuff no more to you, cause you take it as everything. Every time I try to explain something, you think I'm always being mean to you. So, which I'm not doing anyway. So yeah. So I was just trying to help out. I wasn't being mean. Yeah, I was just trying to explain to you who the player was, just so if you didn't know. So I was just trying to help you out. That's all I was doing. And if I was coming next to bat for the American League, we had Cody Bellinger next to bat for the American League, based over the American League, 2 outs, top of the first, There go Don Manley. Don Manley never usually wears a jersey, y'all. Don Manley's on TV wearing a damn jersey on. And Crystal State got a pitch for you, Cody, get ready for it. He's swinging at the 5-1. Crystal State got a pitch for you, Cody, you want to get swinging away, strike 2-2. Crystal State got a pitch for you, Cody, you ready for it. Run to catch good balls with a 2. Crystal State got a pitch for you, Cody, run to catch the ball 2-2. Crystal State got another pitch for you, Cody, swing that goes right into the grass. And at the single, Cody Bellinger will face the first base for the American League. And Cody Bellinger singles on the short line, on the short ground ball to the center fielder, Andy Padres. Andy Padres, you can't catch a baseball for the American League? But for the National League, come on, man. And Vibro Jr. advanced to third base. So the American League had Cody Bellinger on first base and Vibro Jr. on third base. And the American League scored runs. The American League had 2 runs. The National League had 0 runs. And the American League will get the 2-1 score in the top of the first, thanks to Yoda Alvarez and Shea Lee. That was 2-0 American League. You right about that. When you right about that one stage, yeah. If that him was in this game, it was made the All Star roster. He would have catched that. You right about that. You were so right about that. So coming up next to bat for the American League, we have Van Rice next to bat for the American League. We got American League players on first base and third base. 2 outs. And top of the first, here we go. And Chris is saying he got a pitch in for you, Van. Get ready for it. Runner catch goes strike the one, and Chris taking the pitch, Van. Get ready for it. Swinging that goes right into the grass. And Van Rice advances to first base for the American League. And Van Rice singles on the short ground ball to the center fielder, Anthony Pellegrini. And Cody Bellinger advances second base. So the American League had Van Rice on first base, Cody Bellinger on second base. And the American League scored another runs. The American League had 3 runs. The National League had 0 runs. And the American League will get the third run score in the top of the first, thanks to Violet Jr. And the American League is just out there making the National League like it's shit. 3-0. 3-0 in the All-Star game. Yo. You're making conversations like you can't pitch. Like, what the yo. Oh, Johnson, okay, because I didn't know who the manager was for the American League, because I know Dave Robinson, the manager for the National League. For the National League, I think they just didn't know for the American League. So thank you, Jay, for letting me know that, because I did not know the information. So thank you, Jaden, for the cheerleading this weekend. Coming next to bat for the American League, we have Wally Green next to bat for the American League. We got American League players on first base and the second base. 2 outs to the first. Here we go. And there's Robert Young, Cooper got a pitch for you. Riley, you wait for it. Swing that's 5-1. Cooper taking the pitch, Riley, when the catch goes, ball 1. Cooper taking the pitch, Riley, swing at the foul to the 1 and 2. Cooper taking the pitch, Riley, swinging the pitch, not strike. Wally Green is out. Wally Green, he goes sitting there. American League dugout. Yeah. The second strike with Cooper has 2 Ks, and that's 3 outs for the American League. So score the American League had 3 runs, the National League had 0 runs, and we went on to the bottom of the first, ladies and gentlemen. It's National League turn the bat. Let's see the National League can do turn the bat at the bottom of the first. And now it's 3-0 the American League. And the 3 National League players do at the bat at the bottom of the first be Kyle Schwarber, Juan Soto, and Freddie Freeman. All right, American, now National League, it's your turn to do something. Because, you know, what's up, Weaver? What's that Reverend Father Weaver 07? What's up, Weaver? It's the batting for St. James. Here comes the American League starting lineup, yo. We got Kyle Schwarber leading off, DH, Juan Soto batting second, playing left field. Freddie Freeman batting third, playing first base. CJ Abraham batting fourth, playing shortstop. Max Muncy batting sixth, playing third base. Ozzie Osbourne batting seventh, playing second base. Batting sixth, playing second base. Brandon Morris batting seventh, playing right field. And Andy Rogers batting eighth, playing center field. And Derek Baldwin is batting ninth, playing center field, catching. And that is your National League starting lineup. Right, y'all. Here comes Schwarber. No, Van Rice is on the American League. No, Van Rice is on the American League, Jaden. So, you know, here comes Dylan Cease of the Toronto Blue Jays. So coming up the bat for the Phillies, coming to bat for the National League, we had Kyle Schwarber coming to bat for the National League. National League players on base. 0 outs, Valve in the first. Here we go. Dylan Cease got a pitch, gonna be Schwarber, get ready for it. Swinging the base, strike number 1. And Dylan Cease got another pitch, Schwarber, get ready for it. Swinging that was a foul to the zone 2. And Dylan Cease got another pitch, gonna be Schwarber, get ready for it. And you swing it out with the 5-0 zone 2. Yeah, we should. I was voting for Justin Carver to be on there, but Justin Carver didn't get enough votes to make it to the phase 2. And Dylan Cease got another pitch going to be so we get ready for it. Riders catch goes Rose 1 and 2. We say for Stone was saying why do we have to root for Juan Soto? We have to root for all the National League players because, you know, we had to. Because, you know, we had to for the National League team. We also the National League team. We got to root for all the players on there. I know on Thursday we gotta hate Juan Soto because you know he be back with his Mets team anyway when they come to Philly. So, but we can't hate Juan Soto tonight because he's on the National League team. So you know. And then let's see, he's got another pitch going to be Schwarber, get ready for it. Swing that one goes right into the stands, and that's a foul ball to 1 and 2. So that's just what I'm saying for you, mistakes, you know. Yeah, because if you're on the National League team, you can't hit anybody on the National League team because, you know, yeah, not for the All-Star game. But when the teams go back to their regular cities and stuff, then you can start hating them again. But just for right now, you can't. So, like, you can't hate Freddie Freeman because he plays for the freaking Dodgers that we're going to play next week on the 20th to the 22nd. So we can't hate him tonight because we played it, So we can't do that. So, so that's the reason for that. Yeah, and then see another face gonna be swung away from running cut goes well 2-2. Because saying you got another face being, and then see another face being you swung away for it. Swing in the mids and that's strike 3. The Castro was out. Castro, you 0 for 1. It's your first strikeout. And here we go. Coming up next to bat for the National League, we have Juan Soto next to bat for the National League. No National League players on base. 1 out, bottom of the first. Here we go. Dylan C's got a pitch when you want. Get ready for it. Running catch goes strike 1. Dylan C's got another pitch when you want. Get ready for it. Running catch goes strike 2. Really? Somebody got nothing about a 5-0? Dang. That must have hurt. That must have hurt really bad, because, You hear that, listeners? Reva said somebody got hit by a 5-0. That does hurt. The baseballs really are hard. Getting hit by one of those is not good. And then C's got another pitch when you want. Get ready for it. He's swinging that one. That's a 5-0 0-2. Yeah, not just they got hit by a 5-0, which yeah, I hope they don't carry it because And then C's got another pitch coming when you want. Get ready for it. Swing in the mids and that's strike 3. Juan Soto's out. Juan Soto, you 0 for 1 with your first strikeout. Well, Juan Soto, see you on Thursday when you get striked out by the Phillies. Because you suck for the National League right now. Oh, okay. So you didn't know that was happening, Reba. You just assumed that it was. You just seemed like the ball was finding how you thought it hit somebody. Okay. So coming up next to bat for the National League, we got Freddie Freeman next to bat for the National League. No National League players on base. 2 outs, bottom of the first. Here we go. Dylan C's got a pitch in there for you, Freddie. Get ready for it. Swing in the mids, and that strike 1 is on 1. And Dylan C's got another pitch in there for you, Freddie. Get ready for it. You swing it down when that's a 5-0 0-2. The white Freddie Freeman, we want to see you and the Dodgers next week anyway. So, let you know that. Today's freaking Tuesday, so next week when y'all come to town, y'all gonna get it. So I can't hate your manager Dave Robinson right tonight because you managed the National League, but I'm about to hate him starting next week anyway. Because And then he's got another pitch in front of you, ready boy. He's swinging that one. That's another 5-1 still 0-2. And then he's got another pitch in front of you, ready boy. Right catch goes balls 1-2. Well, the Medical League got some good players, got some good hitters, so. And then he's got another pitch coming for you, Freddie, get ready for it. Right catch goes ball 2 to 2-2. Oh yeah, I heard about the thing that he said on TikTok on which next about like you can get sick from like if you don't wash your products really clean and all that stuff, fruits and stuff. So yeah, So if you have any symptoms for that stuff, you need to go see a doctor. Yeah. And then he's got another face getting ready Friday, get ready for it. Ready catch goes the balls 1-2, and then he's got another pitch Friday, ready catch goes the ball 2-2. And then he's got another pitch Friday, get ready for it. He's swinging down with the 5-0 2-2. And then he's got another pitch coming Friday, get ready for it. Swinging that one goes right into the stands. And that's another 5-0 still 2-2. Yeah, thanks for telling us that, Winston, because some half of us probably don't know about that. Washing your products really well, like your fruits and stuff, your foliage and stuff. But then you said that because And then he's got another pitch coming for you, Friday, get ready for it. Right as catch goes the ball 3 to 3-2 to 4 count. And Dylan Cease got another pitch going to play Freddie going for it. And that is ball 4. And Freddie Freeman is walk will advance to first base for the National League. This is Freddie Freeman's first walk of the game. I don't know if Winstead does TikTok soon. I don't know if he does. So coming up next, the bat for the National League, we got CJ Van go next to bat for the National League. No National League players on base. You got one National League player on first base. 2 outs, bottom of the first. Here we go. Dylan Cease got a pitch, gonna play CJ, get ready for it. That ball's in the dirt, the ball's 1-0. What's next? Freddie Freeman got on base. So why you gonna say so? You got on base, so you know he walked and got on base. And Dylan Cease got another pitch for CJ, get ready for it. Runner catch goes to ball 2. Runner catch goes to ball 2. Runner catch goes to ball 2. 2-0. And Dylan Cease got another pitch going to ball you. CJ, get ready for it. He's swinging that with the 5 balls to 2-1. Yeah, Dylan Cease is a pitcher for the Toronto Blue Jays. So, yeah, he's really good, you know. And Dylan Cease got another pitch going to raise CJ away for it. He's swinging that one. He's swinging that one. Goes right to the stand. That's a 5 balls to 2-2. Remember what I said was that we can't boo any of the National League players. We can't do that. We can't say they suck. We can't say they're terrible. We can't say none of that for the All-Star game. You know, we can't be doing that because we can't be saying that. And Dylan Cease got another pitch for you, CJ, and the pitch is stuck on the rail. And Dylan Cease got another pitch coming for you, CJ, get ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 3, and CJ Van's out. CJ Van, you got strike. CJ, you got swing and miss, and CJ Van's out. CJ Van, you overwhelmed your first strikeout, and you stranded Freddie Freeman on base. Terrible. And that's 3 outs for the National League. So the score is the American League has 3 runs, the National League has 0 runs. That's the end of the first inning, gentlemen. Moving on to the second inning, gentlemen. It's the American League turn of the bat. Let's see what the American League can do. The turn of at the top of the second. It's still 3-0 American League. The 3 American League players need to bat at the top of the second league. Only commit Mike Trout and Yono Alvarez. Yeah, only commit has no stat line. Mike Trout is over 1 with his first strikeout. And Yono Alvarez is 1-1 with a run. Like how he calls out the pitches before he goes, you can hear him. He's really doing that, he can't hear him. No, they're switching the pitchers, guys. So, because it was saying he was going to be pitching like the whole entire game, because they got to switch the pitchers out for the National League. So, yeah, so because Shannon will be pitching the whole game. So, just want to let y'all know that. So that's how they do it. But then for anybody's new to the whole All Star game thingy, the starting pitcher starts the first inning, and then they tend to switch them out for like the second inning and stuff. So just if y'all didn't know that. Mhm. Yeah, so paychecks for the National League. So Cooper Sanders, the pitcher tonight, coming pitch for the National League. We have Walter Rodriguez. So coming out the bat for the American League, we have only coming the bat for the American League. No American League player on base. 0 outs. Top of the second, here we go. And Walter Rodriguez got a pitch for you, only going for one. And only commit grounds out to the first base and Freddie Freeman. The only commit is out. So coming up next, the bat for the American League, we have Mike Trout connects the bat for the American League. No American League player on base. One out, top of the second, here we go. And Walter Rodriguez got a pitch in for you, Mike Trout, ready for it. Running catch go to strike one's on one. And Walter got another pitch in for you, Mike Trout, ready for it. Running catch goes to Rose 1-1. There are little headsets in there. That's cool. They got those little things in here. And then Walter got another pitch in for you, Mike Trout, ready for it. Running catch goes to ball 2-1. And then Walter Rodriguez got another pitch in for you, Mike Trout, ready for it. Running catch goes to ball 3-1. And then Walter got another pitch in for you, Mike Trout, ready for it. And Mike Trout grounds out softly to the second baseman Ozzie Osbourne, who threw it to the first baseman Freddie Freeman in time. And Mike Trout is out. Hey, what's next to coming up next, the bat for the American League, we have Yoda Alvarez next to bat for the American League. The American League plays on base. 2 outs, top of second, here we go. And Water got a pitch going to Yoda, get ready for it. Runner catch go to strike was on one. And Christmas and the Water got another pitch going for you. Yoda, get ready for it. And Yoda Alvarez flies out to left fielder Juan Soto. And Yoda Alvarez is out. And that's 3 outs for the American League. So the score is the American League had 3 runs, the National League had 0 runs. And we know to the bottom of the second, ladies and gentlemen, it's the National League's turn to bat. Let's see if the National League can do the turn to bat at the bottom of the second. And it's still 3-0 in the American League. And the 3 National League players do the bat at the bottom of the second league. Max Muncy, let's see. It will be Max Muncy, Ozzie Osbourne, and Brandon Marsh. So Max Money has no stat line. Ozzie Osbourne has no stat line. Brandon Marsh has no stat line. Yeah, Max Muncy, you know. Yeah, if you do that against the Phillies on Thursday, I'm gonna be like, you know what? We'll see what kind of walk-up you're gonna get on Thursday in Philly, cause you know. The National League suck in this game, guys. The National League can't even get people on base. Can't score no goddamn runs. Like literally, it's just frustrating with you. I know you did not say that with Star Wars. A fucking mistake. Oh god. At least spell the person's last name right. It's gonna be a 9 inning like All Star game. So I think going forward, the going forward, the MLB should keep the no clock thing going for the All Star for the home run derby, for going forward for the home run derbies for every year. There should be no clock. So they did it this year. They should keep that going. No clock for the home run derby. So the way the hitters can just hit home runs and don't have to worry about clock and the timer and all that stuff. So pick change for the American League. The next season pitcher and like the pitch for the National League for the American League will be Parker mistakes. So coming out the bat for the National League, we got Max Muncy on the bat for the National League. No National League players on base. 0 outs. Bob in the second, here we go. Parker mistake got the pitch for Max can wait for it. And Max Muncy pops out to the third baseman, Junior Chirino, in foul territory. Max Muncy's out. Max Muncy over 1. Coming up next to bat for the National League, we had Ozzy Osbourne next to bat for the National League. No National League players on base. 1 out. Bottom of the second, here we go. Parker Mystic got the pitch to Ozzy, can wait for it. Running catch goes strike with a 1. And Parker Mystic got the pitch to Ozzy, can wait for it. And Ozzy Osbourne grounds out to the shortstop, Vinewood Jr., doing to the first baseman, Ben Rice in time. And Ozzy Osbourne is out. Ozzy Osbourne, you're over 1. And here go our boy Brandon Marsh. Hello. Coming on next to bat for coming next to bat for the National League. We got Brandon Marsh coming next to bat for the National League. On National League players on base. 2 outs. Bob in the second. Here we go. Parker Mystic got a pitch coming for you. Marsh, get ready for it. You swing it that one. That's the 5 balls on 1. And look at Brandon Marsh's cleats, guys. Brandon Marsh got some nice looking cleats. Oh, Brandon Marsh got some nice looking cleats. Yeah. And did you see Brandon Marsh's red carpet outfit, guys? Brandon Marsh had the all black suit on with the suede shoes on, and his girlfriend, the blonde-headed girl, his girlfriend was wearing a dress with the slit on the side, and she was looking good. Cause Brandon Marsh got a blonde-headed girlfriend, y'all. And Parker Mystic got another pitch for Marsh waiting for running catch goes, the ball's 1-1. And Parker Mystic got another pitch for Marsh waiting for it. Right, swing that was the foul was 1-2. And Parker Mystic got another pitch for Marsh waiting for it. Running catch goes the ball 2-2. And Parker Mystic got another pitch coming for Marsh waiting for it. Running catch goes the ball 3-2 to full count. Yeah, Marsh, yeah. And Parker Mystic got another pitch for Marsh going for it. You swing it that one, that's a 5 balls of 3-2. I like them All-Star hats they have where they have the name of the team, like they have the logo of the team and then it says like the names across. Yeah, that's really cool. The Phillies have one too, so. And Parker Mystic got another pitch for Marsh going for it. Running catch going on strike 3, and Brandon Marsh is out. Brandon Marsh, you overwhelmed with your first strikeout. And that's 3 runs for the National League. So it's going to American League had 3 runs. The National League had 0 runs. That's the end of the second league, gentlemen. Moving on to the third league, gentlemen. It's the American League turning the red. Let's see what the American League can do with the turning red at the top of the third. It's still 3-0 American League. And the 3 American League players do red at the top of the third league. Shea, Legionnaires, Junior Camarino, and Vinewood Jr. I'll tell you, the National League suck, man. We sucking right now. We're making the American League players look good. Like, what is happening? No, it's 3-0 American League. This game, yeah. Russ is supposed to be that good player, and now he just sucking. Oh my god, like literally. Well, they did say that the Cavs for Brandon Marsh are gonna be on 1 day's arrest because you know it'll be 1 day arrest because they playing in the All-Star game today. Then they're gonna have 1 day arrest tomorrow. Then they gotta play again on Thursday, so they're not even gonna have a chance to rest anyway. So technically, if you think about it, it was just not good because the rest of the teammates would have a day of rest anyway. Like Derek Hill, Adam Vaughn, Bryson Stott, Trey Turner, they all have a day of rest. While Marsh, Harper, and Swim won't have no day of rest because they play today and then they have a 1 day rest tomorrow. So it's like damn, they back to playing baseball on Thursday. So yeah, that's just gonna mess them all up anyway. It's gonna mess them all the way in. So it's not even like a good thing right now because I don't even say it. The pitchers for the National League, the American League, so the National League, so Warner Rodriguez is done pitching for the night. Coming to pitch for the National League will be Valley O'Brien. So coming up the bat for the American League, we have Shea Legionnaires is going to bat for the American League. But you got one American League, you got no American League players on base. 0 outs, top of the third, here we go. Valley O'Brien got a pitch for Shea Wayboard. He's doing that round the catch goes now. And then Raleigh O'Brien got a pitch for Shea Wayboard. Swing that go right into the grass, not a single. And Shea Legionnaires the rest of the first base for the American League. And Shea Legionnaires singles on one drive to the center fielder Andy Pages. Andy Pages, you know what. Coming up next to bat for the American League, we got Junior Camarino next to bat for the American League. We got one American League player on first base. 0 outs. Top of the third, here we go. And we got and Junior Camarino expert time on your Junior Camarino can run the balance from baseball. And Raleigh O'Brien got a pitch for Junior going for around the catch goes balls now. And Raleigh O'Brien got a pitch for Junior going forward. And Junior Camarino just got hit. Just got hit got hit in his side or something. He just fell over for the American League. Hey. Yo. Junior Camarino for the American League just got hit with a baseball. and he just fall. He went down. I hope he's okay because and Junior Camarino got hit by a pitch to advance the first base for the American League. So Junior Camarino's on first base and Shane Jr. is on the second base. Well, he went down. He fell down. Damn, that baseball just hit him. Just knocked him right down. Whew. Damn. So Miguel Vargas is gonna pitch run for Junior Carino. So the American League have Miguel Vargas on first base and Shane James on second base. So coming up next to bat for the American League, we have Vinewood Jr. next to bat for the American League. The American League players on first base, second base. 0 outs, top of the third. Here we go. Riley O'Brien got the pitch gonna be Vinewood Jr. ready for it. Right catch goes straight 1-1. And Riley O'Brien got another pitch gonna be Vinewood Jr. ready for it. Right that catch goes the balls 1-1. And Riley O'Brien got another pitch gonna be Vinewood Jr. ready for it. Right that catch goes the ball 2-1. And Riley O'Brien got another pitch gonna be Vinewood Jr. ready for it. Wait, they're gonna look at this. So Vinewood Jr. grounds into a fourth out, Bailey involved in third base and Max Muncy and Shenanigans out at third base and Miguel Burgers ran second base and Vinewood Jr. ran to first base. They're gonna challenge that. They're challenging it. They're challenging it. Yeah, I don't think Vinewood Jr. was out right there. His foot touched the bag before Freddie Beamer got the baseball. Hmm. I know they're gonna talk about the Dodgers and their history. History to make it for the Dodgers season. Best record ever be. One of two things over 600 win percentage. Okay, we get it. The Dodgers are the best team in baseball. We get it. Damn. Like, that's why I hate the Dodgers, man. I mean, like, you know, the Dodgers, you get everything. You get players, they get everything. It's just the thing. That's why I hate the Dodgers so damn much, because, you know, and I gotta hate the Dodgers next week anyway, so I can't hate the two Dodgers players tonight, but they managed tonight either, but Dave Robinson, keep that smile going, because when your team comes to Philly next week, I'm gonna hate you, and I'm gonna hate Freddie Freeman and Max Muncy and the rest of the players too, so just for that reason. I ain't gonna hate you tonight, but yeah, they had to make that man put on the damn jersey. Because you know you only when you mention the Phillies don't wear one, so as he checked in, so Robert Jr. grounded to a four-top defended by the third base and makes one team. Junior's out of the third base, Robert Jr. makes the first base, again was the second base. We come up next to bat for the American League. We have Cody Bellinger next to bat for the American League. We got American League players on first base and second base. 2 outs. Top of the, one out. Top of the third. Here we go. Raleigh O'Brien got a pitch count for Cody get ready for it. And Cody Bellinger flies out to the left fielder, Juan Soto. And Cody Bellinger is out. So coming up next to bat for the American League, we got Ben Rice next to bat for the American League. We got American League players on first base, second base. 2 outs. Top of the third, here we go. And Raleigh O'Brien got a pitch count for Evan, get ready for it. Runner catching goes the balls 1 out. And Raleigh O'Brien got a pitch for Evan, get ready for it. Runner catching goes the strike 1-1. And Raleigh O'Brien got a pitch for Evan, get ready for it. Runner catching goes the strike 2 to 1-2. Yeah, we got to put the Yankees too because we played them at the end of the week in June. In July 25th, 24, 25th, and 26th. So, and Raleigh O'Brien got another pitch getting for you. Very good. But swinging the miss and that strike 3. And Ben Rice is out. Ben Rice got strike the F out by Raleigh O'Brien. But sitting there American League dugout, yeah. First strikeout for Raleigh O'Brien, 1K. And that's the outs for the American League. So let's go with the American League had 3 runs. The National League had 0 runs. Moving on to the bottom of the third, ladies and gentlemen. It's the National League's turn to the bat. Let's see what the National League can do with the turn to the bat at the bottom of the third. And the 3 National League players do at the bat at the bottom of the third will be Andy Podges, Jake Baldwin, and Cal Sullivan. Andy Podges no stay away, Jake Baldwin no stay away, and Cal Sullivan overwhelmed with a strikeout. The next Phillies game is on Thursday. The next Phillies game is on Thursday. The Phillies have an off day tomorrow on Wednesdays. The Phillies don't play again until Thursday against the Mets. So, Juan Soto, who you seen play for the National League tonight, he'll be playing against his team on Thursday. So, yeah, so, you know. Yeah, so, you know. Yeah, Thursday, yeah. Yeah, because the Phillies have a 3-game series against the Mets in Philadelphia on Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. So the Phillies will have 2 off days. They have off day tomorrow, and they play Thursday. Then they have off day Friday and play game 2 on Saturday. And then they play the third and final game on Sunday. So, yeah, so you know. Just so you guys know that, so I can go back and show you what's going on with the Phillies schedule. So I want to know the next game they play. Yeah, they play Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. The game on Thursday is 7:10. The game on Saturday is 4:05. And the game on Sunday is 1:35. So technically, the game that's on Thursday got moved from playing on Friday because. You know why. Yeah, so there's a reason for that. But just in case if anybody didn't know that, this information for y'all, so just to want to let y'all know that. Oh yeah, and Miguel Burgers remains in the game as the third basis for the American League. So pitch change for the National League, so fucking mistakes done picture for the night. And come to crazy mistakes done pitching tonight for the American League. Coming to pitch for the next pitch for the American League will be Michael Whatchajohn. So coming up the bat for the National League, we have Andy Rogers going to bat for the National League. No National League players on base. 0 outs, bottom of the third. Here we go. Michael Wichita got a pitch going to be Andy ready for a swing at 5-1. And Michael Wichita got another pitch for Andy ready for a running catch goes 1-1. And Michael Wichita got another pitch for Andy. Running catch goes to strike 2-1-2. And Michael Wichita got another pitch for Andy ready for win. Running catch goes to 0-2 to 2-2. His name's called Wicha, W-A-C-H-A. There's no E, there's no I in there, there's no E in there. It's Wacha. Wacha. So then, yeah. So then, Michael Wacha got another face gonna be here and he can wait for it. Running catch goes to roll 3 to 3-2 to full count. And Michael Wacha got another face gonna be here and he can wait for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 3. And Andy Rogers is out. Andy Rogers, you overwhelmed with your first strikeout? Terrible. So coming up next to bat for the National League, we got Jake Baldwin. Baldwin next to bat for the National League. No National League players on base. Went out, bottom of the third. Here we go. Oh yeah, by the way, we don't play the Braves until September, so yeah, the team with the best freaking record. He's out the division. And Michael Woodchuck gonna pitch for Drake Greenberg, running catch gonna strike 1-1. And Michael Woodchuck gonna pitch gonna for Drake Greenberg. Right, he's swinging that was a 5-0-2. And Michael Woodchuck gonna pitch gonna for Drake Greenberg. Running catch gonna strike during Jake Baldwin is out. Jake Baldwin, you overwhelmed with your first strikeout. And we do put the way to take somewhere in the schedule. That's all we win again. So coming up next to bat for the National League, we got Cal Smoker next to bat for the National League. No National League players on base. 2 outs, bottom of the third. Here we go. Michael Woodchuck got the pitch gonna base one with waiting for it. He's swinging down when that's a 5-0-1. Oh, yeah, they gotta put those little things there. Oh my God, you gotta fix that thing. Come on, Cal. Come on, Cal, get it together. There you go. And Michael Woodchuck got another pitch gonna for you, so we're ready for it. Running catch goes to Rolls 1-1. They gotta really put that in just to keep, they focus on hitting and then they gotta answer questions at the same time while they're trying to. You can't talk to the players while they're hitting. It distracts them. And Michael Woodchuck got another pitch gonna be so we're ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2 to 1-2. Damn, Scouts would knock the earpiece out. And Michael Woodchuck got another pitch gonna be so we're ready for it. Running catch goes to ball 2-2-2. And Michael Woodchuck got another pitch gonna be so we're ready for it. You swing it down when that's a foul ball to 2-2. Okay, so we got the All-Star Game songs. And Michael Woodchuck got another pitch gonna be so we're ready for it. You swing it down when that's another foul ball to 2-2. Yeah, they're going to go Jordan Walker, who beat Cowboys in the home run derby last night. And Michael Woodchuck got another pitch gonna race for a great point. He swung it down when there's another 5-0 still 2-2. Yeah. I'm gonna get the AVs in there so you'll knock that shit out. And Michael Woodchuck got another pitch gonna race for a great point. And Cal Smoker grounds out to the sharp wing to the second base for early command. And doing to the first base and Van Rice in time and Cal Smoker was out. Charles, remember you over 2 with your first strikeout? And that's 3 outs for the National League. That's 3 outs for the National League. So the score is the American League has 3 runs, the National League has 0 runs. That's the end of the third, ladies and gentlemen. We move on to the fourth inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the American League turn to bat. Let's see if the American League can do the turn of the bat at the top of the fourth. And the 3 American League players to the bat top of the fourth will be Riley Greeley, Ernie Command, and Mike Trout. Riley Greeley is 0 for 1 with the first strikeout. Ernie Command is 0 for 1, and Mike Trout is 0 for 2 with his first strikeout. But guess we got coming pitching, y'all. Guess who's coming in to pitch for the National League? The one, the only, Jesus Luzardo. And you know that's how Philly pitchers that know how to pitch and shit. Hello. You know that. So Michael Churchill will replace catcher, but Jake Bowman batting 9th-place catcher for the American League. National, I don't know which one it is, so. So it's on the let me check some, yo. Let's look at the American League side. National League side, let's see. Yeah, there's also another side, yeah. Yeah, we'll choose the catch on that side. Yeah, so. You know, as always is that picture there, the Phillies still got to figure out the three pitchers going to be pitching in the game against the Mets. Starting on Thursday, they haven't decided yet on that one, but they will decide eventually because, come to the bat for the American League. We have Riley Greene come to bat for the American League. No American League players on base. 0 outs, top of the phone. Here we go. So we have Riley Greene got pitch that come to bench for the American League. For the National League, Joe Higgins Auto. The Higgins Auto got a pitch coming for you, Riley Greene board. Right now, catch goes strike 1. Higgins Auto pitch you, Riley catch 1-1. Higgins Auto pitch you, Riley swing strike 2-1-2. Higgins Auto pitch you, Riley swing the miss, not strike 3. And Riley Greene is out. Riley Greene, yes, I strike the F5 by Higgins Auto. Go sit in there, American League dugout, yeah. First strike by Higgins Auto is 1K. Coming up next to bat for the American League, we have Ernie Command connects the bat for the American League. We got 1 no American League player on base. 1 out, top of the fourth, here we go. Hayes Auto got a pitch for you, Ernie Greene for Ernie Command grounds out to the third baseman. Max Money do the first base in 30 minutes time. And Ernie Command is out. Coming up next to bat for the American League, we have Mike Trout next to bat for the American League. No American League player on base. 2 outs, top of the fourth, here we go. Hayes Auto got a pitch for you, Mike Trout ready for 1. And Mike Trout grounds out to the third base, and Max Money do to the first base in 30 minutes time. And Mike Trout is out. And that's 3 outs for the American League. So the American League had 3 runs, the National League had 0 runs. Moving on to the bottom of the fourth league, Germany is the National League tournament. I see the National League in the tournament at the bottom of the third, bottom of the fourth. In the three National League players did at the bottom of the fourth will be Juan Soto, Freddie Freeman, and C.J. Mahan. Juan Soto is over 1 with a strikeout. Freddie Freeman is over 1, and C.J. Mahan was over 1 with a strikeout. Yeah, I tell you, there's always fixing like an all-star until you never lose. Okay, so this is the defensive substitution for the American League. For Worcester Contreras batting first, replacing first baseman. Everybody's batting seventh, playing first base. First substitution, Dylan Taylor will replace catcher Sean Lewis, batting third, playing catching. And then the first substitution, Ciaran Raphael, will replace center fielder Mike Trout, batting first, playing center field. That's all for the American League side, so. Ooh, in the American League, gonna switch the pitcher, so they're taking out Michael Butcher and bringing in Joe Ryan. Alright, so PJ is voted in the American League, so Michael Butcher is the pitcher tonight. Coming to pitch for the American League will be Joe Ryan. So coming up the bat for the National League, we got Juan Soto going to bat for the National League. No National League players on base. 0 outs. Bottom of the fourth, here we go. Joe Ryan got a pitch, going to be wrong, wait for it. Right as catch goes, the ball's going out. And Joe Ryan going to pitch for you wrong, wait for it. Right as catch goes, the ball 2 to 2-0. And Joe Ryan going to pitch, going to be wrong, wait for it. He's swinging down when that's a 5 balls and 2-1. And Joe Ryan going to pitch, going to be wrong, wait for it. He's swinging that one, goes right into the grass, and that's a single. And Juan Soto wins the first base for the National League. Juan Soto got a hit. He's 1 for 2, y'all. And Juan Soto singles on the ground ball to center fielder, Ciaran Raphael. Yeah, the National League finally got a hit. And Juan Soto finally got his first hit in the game. Coming up next to bat for the National League, we got Freddie Freeman next to bat for the National League. We got one National League player on first base. 0 outs, bottom of the fourth, here we go. Joe Ryan got a pitch, gonna wait Freddie, ready for it. Freddie's catching on the strike, one's on 1. And Joe Ryan, another pitch, gonna wait Freddie, ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that strike 2 is 0-2. Yeah, well, you're right, once that National League is going to shut down 3-0, yeah, you're right about that. And then Joe Ryan got another pitch gonna be Freddie ready for it. He's swinging that one. That's a 5-0 zone 2. And Joe Ryan got another pitch gonna be Freddie ready for it. Right is catching those balls 1 and 2. And Joe Ryan got another pitch gonna be Freddie ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that strike three. Freddie Freeman's out. Freddie Freeman, you overwhelmed with your first strikeout. So coming up next to bat for the National League, we got C.J. Higgins next to bat for the National League. We got one National League player on first base. One out, Robin the fourth. Here we go. Joe Ryan got a base connect by C.J. Get ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that strike. Swing and a miss, and that strike one is 0-1. And Joe Ryan got a base connect by C.J. Get ready for it. Riley's catch goes to Wolves 1-1. And Joe Ryan got another pitch connect by C.J. Get ready for it. You swing it that one, that's a foul tip, that's a 1 and 2. And Joe Ryan got another pitch connect by C.J. Get ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that strike three, and C.J. Abrams out. C.J. Abrams, you over 10 with your second strikeout. So coming up next to bat for the National League, we got Max Muncy coming next to bat for the National League. We got one National League player on first base, 2 outs, round the fourth. Here we go. Joe Ryan got a pitch connect by Max going for it. And Joe Ryan threw a pitch over to his first baseman to make sure that one song got the first base bag, pick a 10-1 at first base. And Joe Ryan got another pitch connect by Max going for it. Running catch go to strike 1-1. And Joe Ryan got another pitch connect by Max going for it. Swing and a miss, and that strike 2 is 0-2. And Joe Ryan got another pitch connect by Max going for it. And Max Muncy pops out to the shortstop, Vinewood Jr. And Max Muncy is out. Max Muncy, you over 2. And that's 3 outs for the National League. Let's go on. The American League has 3 outs. The National League has 0. That's the end of the 4th, ladies and gentlemen. And moving on to the 5th inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the American League turn the bad. Let's see the American League and the turn the bad at the top of the 5th. And 3 American League players be ready at the top of the 5th. Yolan Alvarez, Dylan Diegler, and Miguel Verlander. Well, you know, David Robinson was the one who made the lineup, so. He's the manager for the National League, so. You want to blame somebody? Let's blame Dave Robinson. Dave Robbins, the manager of the Dodgers. Let's blame him for the bad lineup. Why not let's just go there? You know. Yeah, Dave Robbins, yeah, the Dodgers manager. Yeah, He's the manager for the National League. Uh-huh. Yeah, Dave Roberts, yep. Hmm. You can wait till I make the game about the game. That's the best song playing. And speaking of waiting for Charles, hello. Yeah, Star Wars. Yeah, I do like what you said, Star Wars. You said hello, National League. Did you forget there was a game today in Philly? I guess the National must have forgot or something. Yeah, I like what you said. Yeah, Star Wars is funny though, but the National League need to get together because they're not doing so well. Thank you, Joey, for the Sparkle Super game. Yeah, Star Wars do have good jokes though. Yeah. But you're also funny too, Wednesday. You also tell good jokes too, Wednesday. So yeah, I know I can tell good jokes too. You know, because I'm supposed to make people laugh. That's what I normally do. If I don't make you laugh, then I'm not doing something right. Then what you say is though when you said Gino Harvard. What do you mean? This is the funniest ranking. Funny. Week 1, Star Wars 2. Oh, I'm second. Well, at least I'm second then. Dang, what's that? You put yourself last on the list? Well, okay. Just thanks for telling me that Star Wars without another there. So Sylvester too, so Yanni and Diaz is gonna picture for your number is. So Yanni Diaz come to bat for the American League. No American League players on base. 0, top of the fifth, here we go. Okay, so he's also picture not gonna pitch for the National League will be false giving got a pitch for Yanni going for win. Runner catching got the strike that foul one. And then false giving the pitch Yanni runner catching strike 2 and 2. And the post given the versus Unity going forward. And when the kids gonna strike the Unity zone. Coming up next to that for the American League we have New England. Coming next to that for the American League. No England player base. Well, top of the fifth, here we go. Paul's giving got a face for New England going forward. When the kids gonna strike the one. And Paul's giving another face for New England going forward. He's swinging at the 5-1-0-2. Okay, first I got the first time supposed to be 1K. And supposed to be gonna fix you and then gonna stay one. And supposed to be gonna fix you and then as soon as I was on 2. And supposed to be gonna fix you and then waiting for one. Run the catch goes to rolls 1 and 2. And supposed to be gonna fix you and then waiting for one. Run the catch goes to roll 2, 2 and 2. And folks gonna get their face gonna really going. Swinging the base and that strike three and doing goes out. Then really got struck the F out by False Griffin go sitting there in the American League dugout, yeah. Second strikeout for False Griffin, 2 Ks. We say Wednesday said my grandma got me a Netflix card because she thought the All-Star game was on Netflix for her birthday. But we will still watch the show for one. That's good that your grandma got you there Wednesday. That's nice for your birthday. That's a nice thing. And coming up next to that for the American League, we got Miguel Vargas connects the bat for the American League. No American League players on base. 2 outs, top of the pick. Here we go. Falls giving got a base for you. Miguel Vargas catches guns ball below. And Falls giving got another base for you. Miguel waiting for it. And Miguel Vargas lines out sharply to the center fielder. Andy Hodges. And Miguel Vargas down. Andy Hodges probably caught a baseball. And that's the outs for the American League. So the score in the American League had 3 runs. The National League had 0 runs. We move to the bottom of the field. And it's the National League turn the red. Let's see the National League continue to turn the red at the bottom of the field. And the 3 National League players do the red at the bottom of the field will be Ozzie Osby, Brandon Marsh, and Andy Hodges. But she tries to surprise you, okay. Let's see what's that. She didn't know and she don't really know the difference. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, Yanni Diaz will remain in the game as the designated hitter for the American League. I know I'm not going to say this, and I know I'm going to say this in a bad way. I wish Shohei Ohtani didn't get injured because that would have helped out the National League a whole lot. That would have helped them out at least a little bit because, you know, it's a Shohei Ohtani, you get home runs and shit. You get something. At least that would be helpful, but, you know, at least it would have been nice. So pitch change for the American League. So Joe Biden's done pitcher tonight come to pitch for the American League will be Nick Martinez. To come out the bat for the National League, we got Ozzie Osby come to bat for the National League. No National League players on base. 0 outs, bottom of the fifth. Here we go. Nick Martinez got a pitch coming for you, Ozzie going for it. Running catch goes balls with him. Let's set the defensive substitute radio. I was waiting with playing left fielder, Riley Green. Batting eight, playing left field for the American League. And then Kevin Garland's going to play shortstop right with June batting fifth, playing shortstop for the American League. And Nick Martinez got another pitch going to be Ozzie waiting for one. Swing and a miss, and that strike one is 1-1. And Nick Martinez got another pitch going to be Ozzie waiting for one. And Ozzie Osby grounds out to the first base and Wilson Contreras. And Ozzie Osby is down. Ozzie Osby, you over 2. So coming up next, the bat for the National League, we got Brandon Marsh next to bat for the National League. No National League players on base. 1 out, bottom of the fifth. Here we go. Nick Martinez got a pitch coming for you, Morris, ready for one. He's swinging that one. That's a foul tip. That's on 1. And Nick Martinez got another pitch coming for you, Morris, ready for one. Right catch goes the balls 1-1. Oh yeah, we don't play the Tampa Bay Rays until the end of September. So we're gonna see that picture again. It was September for that. Damn. And Nick Martinez got another pitch, gonna be Morris, gonna be Boyd. Riders catching good, expect 2 to 1 and 2. And Nick Martinez got another pitch, gonna be Morris, gonna be Boyd. Riders catching good, roll 2 to 2 and 2. Yeah, I know, John, you gotta pitch a game on Thursday. You gotta get a manage a game on Thursday against the Mets. And Nick Martinez got another pitch, gonna be Morris, gonna be Boyd. Riders catching good, roll 3 to 3 and 2 to Book Hill. And Nick Martinez got another pitch, gonna be Morris, gonna be Boyd. You swing it that one, that's a 5 balls, a 3 and 2. And Nick Martinez got another pitch, gonna be Morris, gonna be Boyd. Swing and a miss, that's strike 3, Randy Marsh zone. Randy Marsh, you over 2 with your second strikeout. So coming up next, the bat for the National League, we got Andy Rogers next to bat for the National League. No National League plays on base. 2 rounds, bound to fit. Here we go. Nick Martinez got a pitch, gonna be Andy ready for it. Running catch goes rolls with him. And Nick Martinez got another pitch, gonna be Andy ready for it. And Andy Rogers grinds out to the second baseman with second baseman Ernie come in and threw it to the first baseman William Contreras in time. And Andy Rogers out. Andy Rogers, you over 2 with your first strikeout. And that's 3 outs for the National League. So the score is the American League had 3 runs, the National League had 0 runs. That's the end of the 5th League German. Moving on to the 6th inning League German. The American League turned around, the 2nd American League do the turn around top of the 6th. The three American League players to the top of the league. Kevin McGonigal, Cody Bellinger, and Wilson Contreras. The ball's winning the pitch, not gonna pitch for the ball's gonna come to pitch for the night coming. Come the next pitch for them. And especially when recent graces. It's not true getting you guys looking for the next leave. So Pico also will face television any projects better aid for you television. Event substitution for James Woods will face right fielder Randy Moore, Stratton 7, play right field. The first substitution that Lewis will face the second base trials during the week, 36, playing second base. Because the bad for the magazine, we have chemical, the bad for the magazine, the magazine, the lays, 0, top of the 6 wheel. Everything goes together, face can never fool you. Kevin Gray for He's right there, running catch goes rolls one out. And Everything Gray's got no face me, Kevin Gray for And Everything Gray's got no face me, Kevin Gray for Running catch goes the strike one. Everything Gray's got no face me, you go away for come up next to bat for the Wrigley. So Cody Bellinger gonna come next to bat for the Wrigley. No one plays on base. 1 out. Top of the 6th. Here we go. And he's gonna pitch to Cody when he catches the ball below. And Cody and Reese is gonna pitch to Cody ready for it. And Cody Bellinger lines out to the left fielder, Colin Carroll. Harry Grace gonna pitch for you. The next bat for the American League, we have Wilson Contreras next to the American League. No American plays on base. 2 outs, draw the top of 6. Here we go. He's gonna pitch for you. Wilson wait for the swing. He's trying to run. And he's gonna pitch for you. Wilson wait for it. Running catch on the ball 1-1. And Reese Grace is gonna pitch for you. Wilson wait for it. The swing the raise and the strike takes 1 and 2. And Reese Grace is gonna pitch for you. Wilson ready for it. And Reese Grace is gonna pitch for you. Wilson ready catch the ball 2-2. And Reese Grace is gonna pitch you. Wilson ready for it. And Wilson Contreras, that's for Tommy Young. Wilson Contreras, you're right in the bad box, 6 on base homes. And Reese Grace is gonna pitch for you. Wilson ready for it. He swing that one goes right into the grass, not the single. And Wilson Contreras is the first base for the American League. And Wilson Contreras singles on the short one, crying home to the right fielder, James Wooden. So coming up next to bat for the American League, we have Randy Rosarino next to bat for the National League, for the American League. The one American League player first base. 2 outs, top of the 6. Here we go. Reese Grace got a pitch for you. Randy Gray want to catch the straight on. Reese got a pitch for you. Randy Gray was going to catch the ball 1. And Randy and Reese Grace is gonna pick another pitch for you. And Randy was really good to a post out the shortstop. Other one plays to the second baseman. Lewis really was Contreras out second base. That's 3 outs for the Tigers. That's Yeah, look at yours on the red for the national, the national area. National play the base zeros, from the first, from the sixth area. Case make an office for you, going forward. On this swing the level 1, case make an office for you, swing the level 2, case make an office for you, going forward. And Wilson Contreras flies out to the right field, twisting the Venus. And Wilson Contreras out, coming next, the first to Cosmo, for the White Sox offense. So place Cosmo, coming next to the Phillies, we got White Sox next to the Phillies. Coming next to bat for the National League, we got White Sox next to bat for the National League, the National League players on base. 1 out, 5 in the first, serial. Over Nation, Over Nation, Over Nation. Case making a victory right, trying to catch 1 out. Case making a victory right, swing the red, strike 1. Case making a victory right, swing, you're going to catch the ball 2-2-1. Case making a victory right, swing forward. He's swinging down with the 5 balls and 2-2. Pitch up there, he's in the right. And Case making a victory right, ready forward. Swinging the red is not strike 3. And Vice up is out. Vice up, you're 0-1 with your first strikeout. Yes, yes, for the National League, so score the National League has the regular has 3 runs, the National League has 0 runs, and the 6-8, okay, so leaving it. So coming next to bat for the National League, we got Kevin Carroll next to bat for the National League, we got no National League players on base. 2 outs, 5 into the 6, here we go. And King swinging the pitch for you, Cooley, going to catch strike 1, and King swinging the pitch, you Cooley, swinging the foul on 2. And Kings is swinging another pitch, and then Cooley, ready for 1. When he catches on 1-2, and King swinging the first view, King Corey swinging the strike, then Corey goes down, Corey over your first strikeout. That's 3 outs for the Nationals. Let's go to the American League has 3 runs, National 0 runs, and the 6-8 gentlemen. Moving on to the 7-inning league, gentlemen. It's the American League turn the red. Let's see the American League do the red top of 7. And the 3 American League players to the red top of 7 will be Chad, Louisiana, Dickinson, Caden, Raphael, and Yoli Diaz, I think so. Hmm. Recent gains of pitching like from the bench for the National League, we just did Lucy. The best thing is to get some 100 going from the face with the train. So, yeah, just when the come to bed for the Meg League, no Meg League play on base, zeros, top of the 7, here we go. Justin Williams got a bench for each other when he was swinging strike one. Justin Williams got a push each other was ready for it. Only catching was rolled on. And Justin Williams got a push each other was ready for it. Only catching was strike 2 on 2. And Justin Williams got a push you. And Travis was swinging was strike to each other as he down. For the next to bat bowler. For the next to bat for the Wrigley we here. Seeing him if you're going to spread the Wrigley plays a race, 2 runs for top 7 here we go. Jay Lewis, the other base can for you. Season ready for it. Right catch goes one girl. Jay Lewis gonna miss you, season gonna get strike 2 on 2. This girl is gonna miss you, season swing the words, and that's right catch goes to strike 3. Swing the words, and that's strike 3. So coming up next, the red for it's gonna be the Wrigley with Yeti Days and this for the Wrigley, no Wrigley with the race, 2 goals, top 7 just the others gonna push for Yeti going forward when the catch goes strike 1. And and yeah, that's the one's gonna push for Yeti going forward. So it was a strike 1 2. It was gonna push for Yeti going forward. When the catch goes strike 2 1 2. And that's the one's gonna push for Yeti going forward. Swing of the wrist and a strike 3. Yeti is Your paychecks for the next week's case for the next the picture of the weekly you really see. So we got Madison coming back for the National League and the National League playoff phase. 0-7, here we go. Jerry Bush, you got a pitch for you, man. Great for running catch goes balls for them. And June, really showing, got a pitch, another pitch coming for you, man. Great for win. Running catch goes ball 2-2 them. And June, really showing, got another pitch coming for you, man. Great for win. And swing that with a 5-0 to 2-1. Just head up to all new friends. Try to catch the game soon, my friend. Doing great, my friend. What's up, I want you? Today, your friend. And June was a shoe. We got another pitch in the front. You make a win for win. Swing in the miss, and that's strike 2, the 2-2. And June was a shoe. We got another pitch in the front. You make a win for win. And he was doing the pitch for you. And then was a pause on to the left field, and radio was reading. It's coming up the bat for the National League. We got Island Pass coming back for the National League. The National League fans on A's, but 5-7, here we go. And you was the best when you out to any voice when you struggling one. And you was the struggling the best for you. I don't really catch visible below. Because you was struggling. And you was struggling the best for you. We can do it too. And you was struggling the best for you. It's been volunteer too. You the best for you. You can't get the best for you. I think it's you the 332 per count. And the 132. Okay, coming next to back for the next week, we got South soon. The next week, actually, the last week, the one that you lay on first base, 2 hours from the 7 film. Okay, we're just going to fix it there for you. Okay, fix for you. He's out of the loop. Fix for you, he's out of the ball to them. And you will fix for you. Because we're going to go to them. Because we're going to fix it, you know. it's been about 2018. So, as you reveal another picture there for you. Hmm. Yeah, there was when I was making a picture and then Jacob, yeah, so in the bed for the National League, the National Fans on first base, and 2 rounds, 7 Jacob the pitch for you, lose, running catch, running catch, strong one, you're gonna pitch, running one, you're gonna pitch, running, running, swing, strike 2-1-2. And then right in the first you, Jacob between the 5-1-2. And then we're gonna first you, for you. You lose gonna first for you, lose people swing, I can't do what to do. Lose gonna face gonna for you. Like Jacob gonna for it. And Jacob gonna face gonna for you, lose waiting for it. Swing the race and strike doing. Lose every other time. So the national century was the regular century was the national century was in the summer league was the 8th in the league is the national is the regular league term the regular to the regular league the red top league. The three regular league players in the red top league league. The U.S. win. And Miguel Vegas and Cameron Johnny Walker plays in left field. Cole Cagle plays in second. Playing left field. The next year, you have next year in the game. Really. So you got really connects to the regularly no ways without having that review. The rock of the history really born. I just wanted if I was on one. And around the history, so you go and the rest of the scene. Are you going to the first place for the negatively? Everything goes to the singles on the ground ball to the center beat of Pico Stone. So come on next event for the regularly we have charged with the years and next event for the regularly. No one regularly play on first base. Without top of the night here. The rock of the history Travis way forward. The Travis with the NC grows until force out the second base for losing some reason. So it shows the move ahead. Ready with the readers out the second base. The Travis was the end of the first base. So come on next event for the regular league we had. Senior of young this event for the regular league. We got one on first base. 2 outs. Top of the ninth. Here we go. The rock of the fish can do for you. Or you can see the serial going to the out, the second base and losing to the first baseman. The first baseman Magnuson. The serial is out, that's 3 outs for the American League. The American League had 4 with the National League, had 0-0 to Bob and 9 League given. The National League turned the back to the National League and due to the Bob and the 9. That's 1 of the American League. The 3 National League players see back to Bob and the 9 League. Jordan Walker, Madeline, Otto Wood, Jordan Williams, Stanley, Madeline, over 1, and all of his over 1 with strikeout. We already know what's going to happen when Jordan Walker comes up there, the hit. We're going to hear the boos coming out. No pitches for the American League zone. So, Verlaine is the pitcher not going to pitch for the American League. O'Neill is champion. So come up the bat for the National League. We have Jordan Walker to the bat for the National League. No National League players on base. 0 outs, about 9 him. And Nolan Chapman got a pitch connect for Jordan Walker waiting for him. Swinging the miss, and that strike was on 1. And it goes Chapman got a pitch connect for Jordan Walker waiting for him. And Chapman got a pitch for Jordan waiting for running catch ball 1. And Chapman got a pitch for Jordan waiting for running catch ball 2-1. And Chapman got a pitch for Jordan Walker waiting for him. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two, 2-2. And Chevy and the pitch, we go to Morgan waiting for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2-2. And Chevy and the pitch, we go Morgan, swing and a miss, and that's strike three, and Joe Morgan's out. Joe Morgan, you 0-1 with your first strikeout. See why Joe Morgan you got blue yesterday, because none of the fans available like you, son. Coming up next, the bat for the National League. We got Matt Olson next to bat for the National League. No National League players on base. 1 out, 5 9. Here we go. Chapman got the pitch going up on your right. Go ready for it. And Matt Olson pops off to the shortstop, Kevin McGonigal. And Matt Olson's out. The show they show the grocery board. It's what's the show called? Forget the name of it. King of the Hill, yeah. Comes in who? They got my bed, John Schumann, the manager of the American League, coming to the mound to talk to him, Joe Chapman, take about the game. Richie Chase for the American League. Mm-hmm. A big change more than the American League, so the Chapman pitch kind of pitch in the American League. Making Brian Baker come to bat for the National League. We got Otto Lopez come to bat for the National League. No National League on base. 2 hours, probably not. Here we go. Brian Baker got a pitch, we Otto going forward. It's really very good, but it's going to strike one. Brian Baker got a pitch, we Otto swing that go right in the grass, not a single. And Brian Baker and Otto Lopez will pass the first base for the National League. And Otto Lopez singles on one yard to the right fielder, Tristan Peters. Coming up next to bat for the National League, we got South Dakota next to the National League. One National League play on first base, 2 outs, 7 around the night. Here we go. Ryan Baker got a pitch, we saw going for it. Ryan catch goes strike on the one. And Ryan Baker got a pitch, we saw going for it. He's swinging the miss, and that's strike 2, 0-2. And my making the first gonna volume. That's the ball game. That's the ball game. And American League wins. Final score is 4-0. American League wins. And the American League has their first shutout since 2013. And American League moves to 1-0. And Dylan Casey is the winning pitcher for the American League. This is the only one. Well, can't win them all, right? Yeah, so guys, I will be streaming the Phillies versus the New York Mets for round number 2 of the game number 1 on Thursday at 7:10 p.m. on YouTube, guys. Let's see how the Phillies do in the second half of the season and see what they do against the Mets on Thursday night. That being said, guys, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Tuesday night. And energy fan, we stay up. And I hope everybody enjoyed the All-Star weekend, enjoyed the All-Star game, and see you guys on Thursday for Phillies and Mets round 2. Let's see if we can do it in the second half of the season and take down the Mets. And you've been wasting up. Good try in the American League. National League didn't do so well. Maybe you can try again the next All-Star game next year if there's any race for next year, which we doubt then. Yes, let's see how that goes. And then we say, guys, if you're wasting up, let's go, good All-Star weekend, and you're gonna rest your game this out. And I will see you guys on Thursday for Phillies and Mets round 2, game number 1 of the 3-game series. Mets are going down. And we'll also see you Thursday in Philly. Your team's gonna lose anyway, so yep. Peace out, guys.